Season of the Lost is pretty long, given the delay to the Witch Queen. However, that does give us some time to wrap up some important things before certain quests and locations go into the Destiny content vault. Well, today I'm going to have a look at 6 things you should be prioritising to finish up before Season of the Lost ends and the Witch Queen arrives, and you are going to want to complete this short list of tasks before they go away for an unknown amount of time, or in some cases, forever. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell, and roughly 98% of viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, the Destiny content vault is a thing, and the content goes in and comes out at fairly regular intervals, it seems, so this keeps the size of Destiny 2 down and also allows Bungie to update the game regularly and quickly. The main push of content into the Destiny content vault came when Beyond Light dropped, with many planets and moons and exotic quests and raids. They all went in, but the Vault of Glass, part of the Cosmodrome, and also some Destiny 1 strikes have come out of the Destiny content vault into Destiny 2. Related to the Witch Queen, there's more going into the Destiny content vault, and that includes the Tangled Shore location, the Forsaken campaign, and also Year 4 seasonal content. So with that being said, let's dive into the top list of things to do before the end of Season of the Lost, and the first thing to do is experience the Empty Tank Lost sector. So with the Tangled Shore going away, you want to experience the Empty Tank Lost sector. So this is a strange one. Basically, it's a nightclub for Fallen. But in the back, there's an area where Fallen and Cabal fight in ritual combat. It looks like they even have spectators. So in the main area, you can also see a DJ booth. And if you actually look through the window before going in, you'll see a bunch of Fallen moving around and even one of the Fallen on the decks. So it is really sad to see this one go away, but get in there and experience it before the Tangled Shore goes away. Well, next up, we got Visit the Spider on the Tangled Shore. So Spider, he's been integral to Guardian lives for a long time, given he's essentially our trading post for currencies within the Destiny universe. For example, you can trade materials for other materials, and Spider has been a long-term tenant of the Tangled Shore. But given the Tangled Shore is going away, plus Mara and Petra appear to be sharpening their knives in the direction of Spider, we don't know the fate of Spider just yet. He could be killed, or maybe he'll escape. What we do know is that Spider is handing over functionality to Master Rahul in the tower, and starting in the Witch Queen, you're going to have to go to Rahul for the materials trading. Well, next up, you want to experience the Harbinger mission and get Hawkmoon. So Hawkmoon is an exotic hand cannon, returned to us this year with Beyond Light in Season of the Hunt. So Hawkmoon is one thing, but there's also the exotic mission, the Harbinger, on the EDZ. And while the EDZ is sticking around, the Harbinger mission is going away. Now, it's a really great mission that's going to take you deep into the EDZ, finishing up with a great boss battle against the Taken. And Hawkmoon is relatively unique because it comes with one random perk slot. So before the end of the season, you want to get yourself a few random rolls of Hawkmoon. It makes sense for Hawkmoon to go into the Monuments to Lost Lights, but I don't know what that means for the random perk element. In theory, when you buy it from the kiosk, you could get a random perk, but we just don't know what's going to happen. There are 2 things to do here, so experience the Harbinger mission and get yourself a few rolls of Hawkmoon. Well, next up, we got the seasonal titles for Season of the Hunt, Chosen, Splicer, and also Lost. So titles, they're a really good way to show off in Destiny 2, and 4 new seasonal titles were introduced in Beyond Light. So there's one for each season, so Season of the Hunt, Season of the Chosen, Season of the Splicer, and also Season of the Lost. And you can check out the titles and the requirements for them on your character selection screen on the Triumphs tab. So if you complete all the Triumphs, then you get a corresponding title which you can show off in-game. As you can see here, I've got the Splicer title on at the moment. Well, these seasonal titles aren't really too tricky to get, plus you get to play parts of the game you may not be previously motivated to play. So for example, I've been working towards the Realm Walker title recently in Season of the Lost, and one of the triumphs is to find all the secrets in each of the Shattered Realms. I'm not really a completionist when it comes to games. I normally don't engage in this kind of activity, but I've really enjoyed working towards the Realm Walker title, and I'd recommend picking this one up, or maybe all of the seasonal titles, before these go away. Well, next up we got a big one, and it's the Forsaken campaign. So the Forsaken campaign is being put into the Destiny content vault, given a majority of it takes place on the Tangled Shore, and this is one of the best campaigns in Destiny history, And the story revolves around a massive fallen breakout from the prison of elders by a house of rogue undead fallen pirates known as the Scorn, and they are led by Aldrin Sov, former prince and traitor to the reef. So Cade 6 has been murdered by Aldrin, and it's up to our Guardian to avenge his death. So in the campaign, our Guardian must work alongside Petrovenge and the Spider to hunt down the 8 barons who led the Scorn, culminating in the discovery of the mysterious awoken homeland known as the Dreaming City. So the DLC's plot is non-linear and its missions can be tackled in any order, and the missions consist of hunting down the Scorn barons, and after doing this, players receive access to the expansion's finale, where they confront Aldrin Sov. So it really is an excellent campaign, especially the involvement in Cade 6 and the development of Aldrin Sov as a character. But we now know he's developed on to being a Guardian, and now he's known as Crow. Well, Bungie updated the community in October 2021 related to the Forsaken campaign by saying the Forsaken campaign will be available for free for all players from December the 7th, 2021 until it enters the Destiny content vault in February 2022. So if you or your friends have not had a chance to live Forsaken's epic narrative and experience the origins of Aldrin Sov before he became Crow, well, this will be your chance. Well, finally today, we've got Deadman's Tale, its catalyst, and experience the Presage mission. So another fantastic exotic mission, arguably one of the best Bungie has ever produced, and it was introduced in Beyond Light in Season of the Chosen, and this too is going away when the Witch Queen drops in February 2022. So this is Bungie dipping their toe into horror. It's a masterful example of storytelling, mixing up the gameplay mechanics and the use of a higher difficulty activity with a timer too. So the way this was introduced into the game was absolutely fantastic. We were all running through a strike we'd run 100 times before, and then all of a sudden a new door opened up. Running through that door led to a signal, which then led to the Presage mission itself, and it was one of those moments that only Destiny can deliver. Now, much like finding the original Whisper mission, Presage was another example of exciting secrets hidden in Destiny 2. So I've got a little bit more about the mission here. So the activity takes place aboard the derelict Cabal carrier, the Glykon, and it's drifting on the periphery of the anomaly left as a result of Mars's disappearance from the Sol system. So basically, when the pyramids arrived and Mars disappeared, an anomaly was left behind. So the Guardian is tasked by Zavala to respond to a distress signal recovered in the EDZ and rescue a Guardian aboard the ship in exchange for his rifle. So Osiris accompanies the Guardian on their outing, with Keitel lending her assistance as she searches for the whereabouts of Emperor Callus. Fluorescent spores and fauna infest the interior of the ship, with the remains of Cabal legionaries and Scorn stalkers scattered throughout the various areas. So the Glykon has been overrun with corrupted Scorn, is being led by the Locus of Communion, the mutated result of Callus's attempts at communing with the darkness through the Crown of Sorrow. And the team heard numerous voices of the dead several times while navigating through the ship, such as Sagira, Cade 6 and Aldrin Sov. Upon reaching the boiler room, the Guardian successfully defeated the Locus of Communion and traversed through further vents to reach the bridge of the ship. Once there, the team discovered the Guardian had died and his corpse was strung up, slowly siphoning the light from his body, and his rifle was laying on the ground next to the fauna. And after numerous expeditions to the ship to uncover each of the smuggling compartments revealed by the captain's log pieces, the team then discovered the Crown of Sorrow under the bridge of the ship. And Osiris noted that the crown was listening, and it had been altered from its original design of possessing the wearer to assimilate two entities together, and he also wished to recover this and return it to the tower for further inspection, but Keitel strongly objected. So it's not only a fantastic mission in terms of mechanics and atmosphere, but also the lore is fantastic too. So you definitely want to experience the Presage mission and also get yourself a version of Deadman's Tale and also the Catalyst too. So this is the only place at the moment you can get the Deadman's Tale Catalyst in the game, and when that mission goes away, then the mechanism for getting that Catalyst is going away too. So this has happened previously in Destiny 2 with other catalysts, so if I were you, I'd go in there and get it while it's available, because we don't know when it's going to return in the future. Well, let me know what you think of this list of things to do before the end of the Season of the Lost, and also let me know if you think I've missed anything. Well, that is it for this guide for 6 things to do before the end of the season, and as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.